7 months since a school bus crash, and neighbors are still begging for safety improvements along a busy road. The changes they want to see done. And a good Tuesday morning to you, Central Texas, and happy St. Patty's Day.
You're waking up with 8 at 5 a.m.
Coming up on 8 News this morning, we're talking about West Virginia's fight to improve the state's child welfare system. What changes crossed the finish line at the end of the legislative session. And an unlucky forecast. What's in store for your St. Patrick's Day here on this Tuesday? Good morning and thanks for joining us. We start off in the Weather Center here with Storm Team Meteorologist Dante Ricky. Dante, good morning.
Good morning, Anthony. Good to see you today. And we've got a weather alert today.
Okay.
Now at noon, police at ECU say they are investigating a second case of secret peeping on campus. Just ahead, what we know from police. Plus, after a close initial race and a second vote, the new mayor of Morehead City was sworn in.
Live WITN First Alert News and certified most accurate weather start now.
Well, good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Amarachi Uche. New at noon, a 17-year-old is dead after a shooting in Halifax County.
WUSA 9 News starts now.
And we start with Howard University making history tonight. In less than 2 hours, the men's basketball team is kicking off March Madness in a first four matchup against University of Maryland, Baltimore County.
Snow squalls will be winding down this evening, but temperatures are plunging. We'll talk about a thaw ahead in the extended forecast coming up.
We're going to be told what will make us happy, and I'm not sure that it's going to be the truth.
Another data center coming to the Mountain State, but not everyone is sold on the plan. We're hearing reactions from residents and also lawmakers.
We've seen a huge increase in people betting on sports.
Plus, with one of the biggest college sports events about to get underway, the concerns are rising when it comes to sports betting and gambling addictions. We'll explain.
This is your news on 8 at 5 p.m.
Well, happy St. Patrick's Day. We got our green on.
En Telemundo Colorado estamos siempre contigo.
Preparando tu pronóstico del tiempo con la mejor tecnología.
Porque lo más importante es informarte, prepararte y protegerte a través de todas nuestras plataformas y en la palma de tu mano.
Con nuestro Jeep activados, vamos a donde sea para darte la noticia meteorológica más exacta.
El tiempo en Colorado no te toma por sorpresa cuando te informas con nosotros. Soy Nirma Sánchez
y José Luis Quevedo.
Juntos somos la autoridad en el tiempo.
Siempre contigo.
Hi, I'm Aisha Nichols, your weekday Newsnight anchor. Trusted news, news that matters, credible, balanced, and committed. Join me every weeknight at 7 p.m. on CBC TV 8 and www.cbc.bb or listen on Q100.7 FM.
Live WITN First Alert News and certified most accurate weather start now.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Dave Jordan.
How teamwork works. Start with great people.
Pushing to 90.
Cover stories that matter.
You're under arrest, partner.
Public safety is not in jeopardy.
Listen.
FBI. Okay.
Try some new ideas.
Woo! Falling is scary.
Pitch in.
One.
Work around the clock.
Looking around the rest of New Mexico tonight.
Do it again. Tomorrow. News for New Mexico. Watch our team work.
A News 15 special investigation makes front page news. I'm Bill Spencer. Tonight at 10 on News 15, police had speculated that a woman wanted for questioning in connection with the death of a 3-year-old might have fled the country because of a News 15 report. Tonight at 10, find out where that woman really was.
News 15 tonight at 10. No chit-chat, more news.
Tonight, NATO countries respond to Donald Trump's call to protect the Strait of Hormuz. Their answer? A resounding no.
There will be no military participation.
Rejection met by renewed threats from the U.S. president.
We don't need anybody. We don't need them.
The global implications of this high-stakes standoff. Parts of Ontario and Quebec buried in more than 40 centimeters of snow.
They could end up in the top 5 of two-day snowfall events that they've ever had.
Families snowed in, highways shut down, the digging out just beginning. Hundreds of American healthcare workers now choosing to call Canada home.
One of us is getting out, is how it felt for friends and family.
What's luring so many doctors to BC?
From CBC News, this is The National with Erica Johnson.
Thanks for joining us. Adrian is on assignment. Tonight, a clear fracture is emerging between Donald Trump and longtime NATO allies.
Coming up on Fox Illinois News at 5:30, it's primary election day in Illinois. We break down all of the biggest local elections around our viewing area.
Plus, we'll zoom out to the state level and check in on some of the biggest races statewide with important positions up for grabs.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us on this primary election night. I'm Stacey Skryzak.
And I'm Dawn Sterling. Voters across Illinois taking to the polls today to make their voices heard in their party's primary election race.
From local resolutions to statewide races, our team is bringing you coverage from all over the viewing area.
Good evening on this primary election night in Illinois. Voters across the state continue to cast their ballots.
That's right. Candidates hoping for a chance at several seats and nominations tonight. We continue our team coverage, starting with the race for retiring Senator Dick Durbin's seat.
WAND's Lamaya Starnes has been following the race all day. She's in the studio with us now to give us an update. Good evening, Lamaya.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Today is Election Day, and the primary election ahead of November's midterms finally here, with voters across the state of Illinois heading to the polls. News 3's Waylon Wallace-Parker has been monitoring some of the polling locations for us this evening, and tonight we find her in Jackson County. Waylon, what's the latest out there?
Welcome back. We got results coming in fast and furious here. Let's go to the 2nd Congressional District, the South Side.
Local, state, and federal government could look different in the next year, with the November stage set after tonight's primary election. Results are coming in as we speak.
And we have snow on the way tonight, followed by more spring-like weather by the end of the week. The news at 10 starts right now.
This is You Decide 2026 coverage from WIFR.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Daniel Burbank. Mike Garrigan is standing by with the results here in a moment. But the primary election of the 2026 midterms are over. We're getting a clearer picture of what the general election in November will look like and how both local, state, and federal government could change as a result. Now, first up, probably the biggest race in the state is one that will determine who replaces outgoing Illinois Senator Dick Durbin, with hundreds of millions of dollars pouring into the primary race.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us for our Illinois primary election 2026 coverage. Let's get right to the results tonight. In the race for 8th Judicial Circuit, Judge Tim Bass has a strong lead.
Right now at 10, it's primary night in Illinois. The polls have closed and the results are coming in, with some of the hot races tonight grabbing national headlines.
We have extended live team coverage of the candidates pulling ahead and what this means for the general election.
Developing tonight, the Chicago Fire Department mourns the loss of one of their own. A 4th-generation firefighter dies from his injuries suffered in the line of duty.
Our next Clipper system on the map, increasing from the west now, bringing us a chance of snow after midnight. I'll show you the new projections on how much snow we're expecting now through sunrise tomorrow.
So great to have you with us on this Voters Decide primary election night in Illinois. We have a special extended edition of our news at 10 tonight to bring you the numbers as they come in.
You can see the results scrolling on the bottom of your screen right now.
WUSA 9 News starts now.
Well, they did it. Howard men's basketball team beat UMBC tonight in the play-in round of the NCAA tournament. Yeah, you hear Topper back there. My good friend Les, a proud Howard alum.
After the coldest St. Patrick's Day in decades, there are warmer days ahead in the forecast, but not so much tomorrow. I'll have a look ahead coming up.
Plus, Campbell County Schools is keeping things within the district as they name their new superintendent. What the new super has to say as he plans to take over this summer.
This is your News on 8 at 11 p.m.
Well, as Doug just said, one of the coldest St. Patrick's Day in decades. Yeah.
Tonight at 10, Fort Payne is getting in on some economic news with a local company expanding to offer even more jobs in the area. Details ahead. Plus, coroners across the state are calling for change, what they say needs to happen to be protected at crime scenes. And then the video you have to see to believe what a massive sinkhole in Lauderdale County revealed.
You're watching WAFF 48 News at 10 on your side.
Good evening, and thanks for watching WAFF 48 News at 10. I'm Margot Gray.
News from where you live at 6 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Dan Hagan. In case you haven't been outside, warm weather is still a ways away.
Queen City News starts now.
I can't believe that there's been 2 incidences in a week. It's just shocking that they've been this unsafe about how they operate.
That was the message from a Fort Mill parent after the second chemical spill at Silfab Solar this week. She is one of many who have raised concerns over the plant's proximity to a nearby elementary school. Thanks for joining us on Queen City News at 10 tonight. I'm Brian Blakely. New tonight, state environment officials.
Welcome to Good Night LA. I'm Christine Devine. Southern California is in the grip of a rare March heat wave with temperatures running 20 to 35 degrees above normal. Records are already falling in some areas and extreme heat alerts are in place. Let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist Adam Kruger for a look at the weather. Adam?
Yeah, today was one of the hottest March days we've ever seen in LA.
Good morning, I'm Allison Seymour.
And I'm Wisdom Martin right now at 9.
The battle between Congress and D.C. continues, with the latest target being automated traffic enforcement cameras. Why some representatives want to get rid of them, while D.C. leaders say it jeopardizes safety.
Plus, as spring break travel picks up, health officials are sounding the alarm why measles cases are rising and what you can do to protect your family before you go.
Howard wins their first ever NCAA tournament game.
Buzzing about the Bison, the men's basketball team keeps its historic streak alive after a nail-biting Game 1.
WUSA 9 News starts now.
Thank you for joining us on WUSA 9 at 9. It is a Wednesday, made it to the middle of the week, folks. It is March 18th.
All right, we want to.
Well, we now know the high-profile murder trial of a Lonoke County Sheriff candidate will restart. Thanks for joining us tonight on your TV and your devices. I am Rolly Hoyt.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us for KVUE News at 5. I'm Mark Mullins.
And I'm Quita Culpepper. Ashley has the afternoon off.
Tonight on
On DC News Now, families across the DMV challenging the information DC Water is sharing about the massive sewage spill.
A lot of people do not believe your data because they just say, well, it's DC Water. They're lying about other things. You have a trust issue. You need to make it right.
We update on the repairs, cleanup, and testing. Tensions boil in Northern Virginia over a major casino bill. Why Fairfax County supervisors are criticizing their delegates over the bill.
Well, I hope everyone's ready for a warm-up, finally back to normal as we get towards Thursday, but even warmer for the first day of spring. The latest on that coming up.
Finding success in a career dominated by men. On this week's Women's Wednesday, a former White House cybersecurity advisor showing young girls how it's possible.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Susan Tran. Frustrated families in Maryland, they are demanding answers from DC Water, challenging the information.
KUSI News welcomes award-winning anchor Phil Blauer to KUSI's Evening Team.
Coming up on Good Morning San Diego, local reaction to the sexual abuse allegations surrounding the late Cesar Chavez and what California Governor Gavin Newsom had to say about it.
Plus, a former San Diego State University police officer faces up to 20 years in federal prison after pleading guilty to possessing sexually explicit videos and images. More on that in just a moment.
And a state bill aimed at pausing California's gas tax for a year fails. Reaction from the author of that bill and what comes next. Good Morning San Diego's 7 a.m. hour starts right now.
Live from San Diego, this is KUSI News.
Good morning, San Diego. I'm Lauren Finney.
Hey, Lauren. My name is Paul Rudy. Today is Thursday, March 19th. The hour is 7 a.m. Thank you to one and all for watching Good Morning San Diego.
Agreed. All right, let's get a check of our weather and traffic. And Megan's going this way. She's going that way. She's
I'm on the
coming
move.
back.
Boy.
All right. Well, the traffic on the tarmac looks pretty good at this hour.
The Trump administration just approved the sale of this station, 9 News, and its parent company, Tegna, to Nexstar, the parent company of Fox 31 here in town. Nexstar has previously said that multiple stations in the same city will be combined. President Trump backed the deal to enlarge America's biggest owner of local TV stations, saying it would, quote, help knock out the fake news. Nexstar has declared itself the anti-fake news and celebrated today's approvals from the FCC and Department of Justice by expressing gratitude to President Trump and the head of the FCC. Nexstar and Tegna have said that the acquisition will allow the company to better compete with tech companies and, quote, increase advertising opportunities for local and national brands. Opponents of the deal have said that it will lead to newsrooms closing, fewer viewpoints on television, and increased costs for cable and satellite customers. Democratic attorney generals in 8 states, including Colorado, filed a lawsuit this morning in a last-ditch attempt to block the deal on anti-monopoly grounds. The lawsuit says Nexstar's, quote, pattern of newsroom closures is likely to consolidate newsrooms, eliminating independent sources of local news.
We would have fewer diverse perspectives offered. People would lose jobs. All the same time, rates will go up because of the fees that cable and satellite companies will be charged by a more concentrated market. That'll get passed on to consumers. This merger is bad news.
The antitrust lawsuit filed in California today says that the deal would allow Nexstar to, quote, gain significant control over editorial policy and have the power to suppress viewpoints and exclude voices that are essential to a robust political and social discourse. 9 News went on the air in Colorado in 1952, and the TV station was purchased by Gannett, the predecessor of 9 News' current owner, Tegna, in 1978. Apart from the general comment that multiple stations in the same market will be combined, Nexstar has not said publicly what will happen with 9 News or when.